What's up, guys, and welcome to another beautifully prepared commentary brought to you by Jolly Cooperation. This is Shooter here, and today we are talking about Ghost Recon Future Soldier. So I want to start off by saying thanks to anyone who has already subscribed to this channel or liked any of my videos or even watched them. This is probably going to be a pretty decent commentary. I don't know how many people are really wondering about this game, but there is a lot of details I could share with you right now. So we're going to start off by talking about the main menu. Now, of course, you got your multiplayer, which we are going to mostly talk about. You got your campaign, which we can't go to because this is the beta right now. Guerrilla mode, and I've looked into that, and what it is it's basically just a co-op mode, really. It's pretty sure the campaign is 2-player co-op and guerrilla mode is 4-player co-op. That's what I'm guessing. Squads, I am not sure what that is. I believe that has something to do with clans. Maybe, or I'm not exactly sure. Extras, basically your options, manual, credits, connect. I don't have a connect because I don't need one. That's about it for the main menu. You got your feed, your messages, talking about stuff that's happening in the beta. Challenges. Yes, I'll explain that when we go to multiplayer. And then right here it talks about your friends and what they've been doing in the beta, or in the actual game when you get it. So now we're gonna hop into multiplayer. Go to the multiplayer menu. And things we gotta talk about. We got modes. Right now in the beta there are 2 modes. Conflict, which is just basic objectives. I've noticed this game is really big on teamwork, but what I mean by that, I mean big, like better than Battlefield. I hate saying that, but kills have nothing to do with anything in any of these modes. Teamwork is the one way to get points without actually doing objectives. Teamwork actions actually count as points, not kills. So conflict would be objectives, and you get 100 points per objective, I believe, and holding that objective sometimes gives you more, and then teamwork actions count as points also. So usually if both teams have even amount of objectives completed, then it's usually just scored by teamwork actions. Saboteur is nothing more than sabotage in Call of Duty. It's exactly what it is, except when you pick up the bomb, you can only use your secondary, and you move really slow. You can't take cover, you can't even crouch, but you're holding this heavy ass bomb, and that's what I mean by teamwork. If you don't have teammates, you're not going to succeed in that mode. So let's talk about connection. I believe that is just if you want to set up private matches or whatever. And I've had my friend Motorbreath tell me that apparently in private matches you can use anything, even if you haven't unlocked it in competitive versus multiplayer. Characters, we'll go into that in a little bit. Challenges, now the way challenges work is completely different from Call of Duty. The way it works is your friends do certain stuff, and the game will automatically see that and give it to you as a challenge to beat them. So right here, my friend Ghost Sniper, otherwise known as Backhawk, apparently, complete more than 36 kills in a single multiplayer match. See it now, and then I can just accept it. Nothing happens if you fail it. Nothing happens if you don't accept it. It doesn't matter. You just get a couple extra XP. So now, and of course you can invite your friends before you join a match, whatnot. But there's that. Now we're going to go to characters. Talk about each character specifically. We'll start with the Scout, which is your basic sniper. They have obviously sniper rifles, PDWs, personal defense weapons, and they can cloak if they stand still long enough. And by staying still, that just means you can't move. You can still aim, you can still turn your camera around, you just can't actually move, like with the left stick basically. And then you have your engineer, which shotguns and SMGs, and they're really good at sensing. They can sense if you're being aimed at. They can sense with UAVs. They can sense with sensory grenades. They're really good on just... They're really team players. They kind of suck with kills, but just helping your team, if you want to get a lot of teammate actions and stuff, that engineers are definitely necessary. Obviously, I don't use them because I'm only level 2. And then you got your rifleman, which is obviously my favorite, you can tell, level 20. Rifleman, of course, is your assault rifles. It's just a basic soldier. They also have LMGs, frag grenades, all that stuff. They're the run and gun, go shoot shit people, basically. Oh yeah, you got your factions. Team Ghost, which is Americans, and then you have Team Bodark, which is your Russians. And each faction, they're not just, oh, it's a different faction. No, you have 2 different characters for each faction. Each faction has its own guns, its own camos, its own attachments. Even certain equipment, I believe, might be different. So you can tell, I mean, they're completely different. So there's that. And I'm gonna look at let's talk about credits real quick. What credits are is you just use them. Every time you level up in one of your classes, whether it be one of these 3, every time you level up in it, you get a credit. And use your credits to buy attachments. Mostly that's all they're for, is attachments. And most attachments are unlockable through credits, but some of them that are really kind of good, I guess you could say, they're really more, you have to unlock them first and then unlock them with a credit, and we'll get into that in a little bit. So let's go ahead and look at this stuff. You got your loadout, appearance, progression, and that's it. Let's go ahead, we'll go to loadout last. So we'll say appearance first. Now sadly, I don't know if it'll be like this in a real game, but so far in the appearance in this is just your head. And there's not that many choices. That kind of disappointed me a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal. Progression. Now the way this works is a little weird. The way it works is actually, obviously you level up and you unlock stuff, but the way it works, when you see 2 things on one level, you actually have to pick between those 2. And when you get up to level 20, you unlock your first actual weapons, and you can choose between assault rifles, which means you get one assault rifle for the Americans, one assault rifle for the Russians, or you can choose LMGs, where you get one LMG for the Russians, one LMG for the Americans. Sadly, you can't just pick an assault rifle for Americans and then an LMG for the Russians. You can't. You just either have to get both assault rifles or both LMGs, and it's like that for all the classes. All the classes, you get to 20, you get your first set of new weapons, and you get to 32, 32, and you get new stuff, and then you get all this other stuff up here. Get up here. If anyone is even this high by the time the beta's over, I feel very bad for you. That's not good. Talk real quick. You see that little in the left hand corner down there, it says token. Basically all that is you can use it to get all your credits back and completely restart with your credits. So if you unlock new weapons, you don't got enough credits to unlock stuff, and you don't even want to use your old weapons anymore, just go ahead and use that token. You can get all your credits back from those other guns that you used and just use them for your new guns. So that is very helpful. Alright, so now we're going to look at loadout. Loadout, you got your primary, secondary, grenade, and equipment. So we'll go ahead and talk about, we'll go to primary weapon last. Secondary weapon is just pistols, stun gun, flash ball, which is like a small ranged flash bomb inside of a gun, basically. Stun gun, you can tase people and get them on the ground, and then you can hack their feed and actually see where their other teammates are at. It's pretty cool. I like that. I mean, it's a little annoying to a lot of people, but it's pretty cool. You can even put camos on your secondaries. So we'll go ahead and then let's talk about grenades. Smokes, EMPs, incendiaries, frags, and I believe the scouts also have flashes, and the engineers also have sensory grenades, which the assault does not have either of those, because like I said, I mean, each class and each faction are completely different, which is good. Equipment, even equipment is different, but for each class. Like right now I got med kits, camera, and ammo box, and that's obviously different. Like engineers, for example, have UAVs instead of med kits and ammo boxes and all that. I think the only one that all three of them have is this, and that's just a little sensory camera. If anyone walks close, it just shows you where they're at. And then let's go ahead and go to primary weapons. So let's think. You got your attachments. Right now, this is my current weapon. Very detailed. I mean, it's amazing. This is one of the things that just got me addicted to this game immediately. Look at that. You can see all the screws. You can rotate it. You can see every little piece of the weapon. And you look at all the stuff you can add. You have optics. Obviously, you know, scopes, red dots, whatnot. Paint, and all the paint is automatically unlocked for you. And like I said, I call them camos, but they're different for both factions completely. There's not any that repeat except for black and green, which are these three right here. Trigger, yes, you can even do your trigger. For guns such as this one, is meant to be a semi-auto weapon, but you can actually put a 3-round burst and a full auto trigger on it, which is, I think that's great. Of course, it's not that effective with full auto, but if you hate single shot weapons, then there you go. Magazine, obviously, that's an example of something you have to unlock before you can purchase it with a credit. Armor piercing ammo, and you can also get fire breath ammo, which is incendiary rounds, which is really cool. Underbarrel, you got your grips, launchers, all that stuff. Gas system, this sold me. I was like, gas system, wow, look at that. Undergas, standard, overgas. That's pretty cool. That is really cool. I mean, even the gas system, that's pretty crazy. Side rail, such as your laser heartbeat sensors. Barrel, long barrel, short barrel. Muzzle, which would be compensators, obviously for recoil. Flash hiders, suppressor. I mean, I thought this is just amazing to me. Fixed, extended thingies, stocks, and that's about it. But one thing we'll talk about, the fact that you can optimize. This is where you can do this, and you see all the different things. And then what you do is, if you go to range, it'll optimize your weapon for range. It'll take all the attachments you've unlocked with credits and take the ones that are best for range and do that. Then you go to power. It's a little bit different. Maneuverability. I mean, I haven't locked that many attachments, so it's mostly the same. But there's that. And the fact that if you really care about looks a lot, or two things on your weapon really don't have much of a difference, you just can't pick between the two. You can go by appearance, and what you can do is this. Bam. You can reassemble the weapon and see what it looks like on there, like that. You also have the ability to randomize, which I don't know why you would want to do that, but it'll automatically randomize everything about it. And one last thing I want to tell you about is right from this menu, and you can also do this while you're waiting in the lobby in the multiplayer menu to pass time, is you can go to the firing range, and it loads almost instantly, and you can test out your weapon, things about your weapon, and these dummies or little cardboard things See, it's realistic. One headshot, one kill. They're equal to regular enemy health, so it's not just you hit it and that's it. So you can actually see how much it takes to kill something. If you're a sniper, you can shoot these long-ass targets over there. Obviously, range has something to do with your damage. So yeah, this is really cool. You can also take cover and see what that's like when you take cover. It's very helpful. And one thing I just recently found out, I don't know what that was about, but one thing I just recently found out, if you want to try an attachment out, you don't want to buy it or you don't even have it unlocked yet, you can actually do this. Say you want to try out grenade launcher, and you can actually go to that and then just go to firing range while you have it hovered, and there you go, you have it on your weapon. Hold on, it's being stupid. There you go. And that's an example, and I thought that was really cool how you can test out attachments and whatnot before you use them. So that is most of the details that you need to know for this game. A lot of these details hopefully will make you decide that this is a very good game. I love it. I love everything about it. I haven't seen hardly any flaws. The fact that it's a beta and it has a lot of it's not buggy really. I mean, it's really good. The connection is a little crappy. I noticed it's really iffy if you're gonna be able to get into a game or a lobby, or if you're gonna get kicked out or something random. But for the most part, it's not that bad. It's really not. And obviously in the real game, it's probably not gonna be like that. But that's about it. So hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe if you found anything helpful in this. Please just leave comments. I mean, I love seeing your comments. I love seeing them. I love reading them. I love replying back. I do reply back to comments, so don't be hesitant about that. So at least like the video. You don't have to. I'm not obligating you to, but that would be nice. So see you guys later, and stay tuned for my next commentary.